Hi, I'm Perri, Program Coordinator for Opera InReach, British Columbia. Our team is gathered on the unceded and ancestral territories of the Coast Salish peoples, including the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh peoples. We are grateful to be living, working, and creating on these lands. Opera InReach is a collective striving for a progressive opera community by way of education and mentorship. Through a lens of equity, diversity, and inclusion, we are building towards accessibility in the opera sector.
We believe in a unified Canadian opera identity based on what makes up our culture today. We want to bring opera to communities across BC, regardless of geographical location, through digital education initiatives.
Opera InReach's digital lesson plan Hone contains sessions for all educators who want to include diverse and inclusive opera education in their curriculum. Our job is to create sessions for our community here in BC.
Hi, I'm Taryn. I'm a mezzo-soprano. I'm originally from Calgary and I now live in Vancouver.
Hello, my name is Tamar and I'm a soprano. I'm originally from Vancouver, BC, and I currently reside in Montreal, Canada.
Hi, my name is Luka and I'm a baritone. I'm originally from Vancouver and I also currently reside in Vancouver.
Hi, I'm Pelzer and I'm a stage director. I'm from Victoria, but I currently live in Vancouver.
Opera in BC began with two pillar companies, Vancouver Opera and Pacific Opera Victoria. In the early 1960s, Vancouver Opera Association and the UBC School of Music were both formed, and Vancouver Opera's first production, Carmen, filled the newly built Queen Elizabeth Theatre with a packed audience. BC has hosted some of opera's finest opera singers, including Joan Sutherland and Marilyn Horne in Vancouver Opera's production of Norma.
By the mid-70s, art councils and community centers were popping up all across the province. The Pacific Rim Arts Society serviced the areas of Tofino and Ucluelet, as well as the First Nations of Clayoquot Sound and Long Beach. The Kamloops Arts Centre became a hub for the interior. The Gabriola Arts Council supported arts on the Gulf Islands. From there, thriving arts communities popped up even in small areas like Salt Spring Island and the Comox Valley.
BC is also home to councils that support specific racial and Indigenous communities, including the Haida Heritage Centre at Kalnagai, which promotes and conserves Haida art, and the Nikkei National Museum for Japanese Culture and Japanese Canadian History.
Fast forward to the early 2000s when more indie opera companies emerge in BC. Since then, new works and commissioned productions have included Naomi's Road, based on Joy Kagawa's children's story of two Japanese siblings sent to internment camps in BC's interior. Vancouver Opera's production of The Magic Flute featuring West Coast Indigenous art, and one of the most important works of our time, Missing, which tells the story of missing Indigenous women set in Vancouver's downtown east side. Each of these productions showcase opera as a powerful contemporary art form.
Over 60% of BC's 5.1 million people are concentrated in large urban areas, and 1/4 of the population is under the age of 25. Visible minorities make up the majority of 5 of our city's populations. Opera InReach has the opportunity to serve the needs of this diverse population. By accessing those communities that may not experience opera in their schools, we bring them a repertoire of music and educational outreach that reflects the culture climate of BC today.
While BC is home to a number of large programs that support the arts, receiving funding is not easy. Funding often goes to the larger, more established organizations, and many operating grants prioritize renewing support for existing recipients. Educational projects meeting specific requirements are assisted through programs like Art Starts in partnership with the BC Arts Council, but due to our unique organizational format, we are not eligible for much of this funding at this time.
With your financial support, our goal is to film our lesson plans this summer in 2021. Based on cultural relevance and BC's educational curriculum, here are a few of the topics that we want to develop.
Opera and orchestra. The main role of the orchestra is to provide musical support for the singers, but it can also introduce thematic material and motifs that relate to specific characters in the opera. In this session, an activity would be created to understand the relationship between singers and orchestra on stage.
Language in opera. How do opera singers perform in so many different languages? We would explore how opera singers learn to pronounce, inflect, and understand our text to tell a compelling story in a language we don't necessarily speak.
Opera and storytelling. What makes an engaging story in opera? Is it the setting, the characters, or the plot? We'll discuss ideas with students on how audiences connected with stories at the time and how they've been adapted to connect with new audiences.
Right now, funding bodies are refocusing on supporting underserved groups and helping organizations weather the impact of COVID-19 on our sector. A mandate like that of InReach would be welcomed and valued in the province.
If you would like to help us continue our work, click below to donate to our GoFundMe.
Please share this video and help us expand our reach.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your support.